What up, boys, and welcome back to yet another video. So in today's video, we're taking a look at another episode from the series Why Are People Farming It? And we're looking at none other than Zul'Farrak, everyone's favorite gold farm for many years, and that was drastically changed overnight. But Zul'Farrak still has a place in the gold farming universe, and we're going to talk about just why that is in today's video. Before we do so, though, massive thank you for all the support on the 0 to 10 million gold guide. This is a gold guide that features all the best tactics and methods that I personally use in order to achieve hundreds of millions of gold. Not only that, but the best part about it is the fact that it comes with a lifetime of free updates. So whenever there's a new patch to the game or even a brand new expansion to the game, I simply update the exact same gold guide and send that version to your email completely for free. So get 50% off by typing in the discount code STUDENT, and you'll find it linked down below in the description, together with the brand new Mist of Pandaria Classic Gold Guide. So if you plan on playing Mist of Pandaria Classic, you can also find that down below in the description. Now, before we talk about like the items specifically that people are farming Zul'Farrak for, we usually talk about route and how to run it. And there's a lot of different ways of running Zul'Farrak. Some people prefer to pull the entire dungeon, just like mount up under mount and body pull the entire dungeon and then kill all of the mobs at the end of the dungeon. And I used to really like that as well. It's just fun to kill everything and then AoE it all down. But now, these days, I just run and kill because it's a bit faster, because I got a druid that moves at 242% movement speed, but that requires me to kill every now and then to get the food buff, etc. So you can't really go wrong in Zul'Farrak. It doesn't matter when you reach this fountain if you take a left or if you take a right when you run it. It doesn't matter at all, because the route, the outlay of the dungeon is so simple. But if you have a speed set, you got time to kill all of the mobs, like all of these packs behind the huts and everything, and you'll still be able to complete a run in 6 minutes. It's no biggie whatsoever. The only thing that I don't do is I don't go out of my way I kill all the scarabs, which I get that question a lot, but I don't go into this area down to the basilisk boss down here. I usually just skip him. I don't think there's enough mobs in that area to make it worthwhile to run in. But I kill all of these scarabs. I continue walking over here. Definitely kill this pack inside here. And then once you get to this grave, you definitely want to click all of these graves and loot the graves, because they can have loot inside of the graves as well. So you just run and you click on all of these graves, loot every item inside the grave, and then you're obviously going to be pulling a lot of mobs, and you AoE all of these down. But the people that usually pull the entire dungeon, they pull all of the mobs until this area, open up all the graves, and then they AoE down the mobs. You gotta be very careful, though, if you pull the entire dungeon, because sometimes the mobs will evade if you like step on an obstacle on the ground. For instance, if you step on like a pile of skulls, or if you awkwardly walk into like one of these huts right here and you like jump on top of it, like you can evade all of the mobs and you pull the entire dungeon for nothing. So basically do the entire thing. You can even walk up these stairs. I don't kill the last boss of the dungeon, also not worth the time, but a lot of people are walking up to the staircase right here to open up the cage, so they will get to like that the massive respawns down here with the boss spot. Running to the last boss of the dungeon is just a waste of time. It's not worth the amount of loot tables that you get. But you have a lot of these guys. You cannot loot the non-elite mobs though, so it looks better than what it actually is to kill these guys. So a lot of people, including myself, are skipping this part as well. Like, once you've done the lap and you get to this area, you just continue the dungeon without releasing the prisoners and doing that whole event. Now, besides from that, you just continue. You do a lap around the water right here. and kill all of these guys as well. Now, it is very important that you click this gong, the Gong of Zul'Farrak, because in patch 10.17, they added a new item to Gazrilla, this boss right here. The item we're talking about being the ancient design for the square holder. So you want a chance at getting those. You do not need any specific profession in order to loot that item. So definitely make sure you click the gong and kill him every run that you do. But besides from that, it's just clearing out every single elite in the dungeon until you reach the fountain again. And then it's going to be just as fast to just run out of the dungeon rather than teleporting out or anything like that. So now we're talking about why people are doing it and why it used to be everyone's favorite gold farm, but no longer is. And that's simple. Like, Zul'Farrak drops some of the most in-desire transmog items in the game. We're talking about the Bloodlust set, the Jade set, the Vanguard set, and of course, none other than the almighty Glorious sets, where you have the Glorious legs. Doesn't stop there though. In the loot table, you can also get items such as the Skullflame Shield, Tibu's Blazing Longsword, Blade of Hannah, very, very in-demand, high-value epic items. So why aren't people farming it anymore? Well, now they are, but why weren't they for many years? Simply because these same items could be acquired from very popular gold farms such as Twilight Basecamp Salitas, where you're killing way more mobs per hour than you ever could in Zul'Farrak. Even solo, like, yes, you can go solo at something like the Twilight Basecamp and Salitas, and you'll get more kills per hour than you will running Zul'Farrak solo. At the moment of recording this, though, there's like the Winds of Mysterious Fortune buff, and with the implementation of that buff, Blizzard bugged out all the world drops. So the Salitas farm in the open world isn't a thing anymore. Like, it's broken. Now, I'm not sure that if that's still the case when this video releases. But if this video releases after the change and it's still bugged, Zul'Farrak is going to be a dungeon that just gets better and better because prices are going up and up since you can't hyper spawn, and therefore you cannot farm it more efficiently in the open world than you can in Zul'Farrak. And Zul'Farrak is back to being the #1 dungeon again. So it is an absolutely amazing dungeon. It always has been. Some of the best transmog sets in the game from Classic, like, we're not talking TBC, Lich King or anything like that, but Classic can drop inside Zul'Farrak, and so can the best epics in Classic in terms of transmog. So Zul'Farrak is great. It's just a shame that it got ruined by hyper spawns in the open world. I say a shame. I'm glad that we can farm the same items more efficiently in the open world, because that means I can play together with my viewers in 5-man groups and farm it instead of running it solo in a dungeon. But I do realize that most people watching these videos are in a position where they prefer to run dungeons solo rather than trying to find 5-man groups. So for you guys, it's great. For me, though, not so great. And that's like the reason why people are farming Zul'Farrak, because they want to get the Jade set, the Glorious set, the Bloodlust set, the Vanguard set, and also they want a shot at those big ticket epic items, and now also the design for the square holders from the boss Gazrilla. So that's pretty much it. Now, I will eventually cover every single dungeon and raid in the game that's worth doing for gold farming. So if you want to see that, just make sure that you are subscribed to the YouTube channel and you'll be notified whenever those videos drops. And if you already have the gold guides and you're happy with them, you're definitely going to be happy on the VIP Discord as well. Once you join in on the VIP Discord, you get to view all of these videos and upcoming videos before they go public on YouTube, giving you a slight advantage. And not only that, but you also get exclusive content in terms of gold tips, investments, multiple spreadsheets for gold making, and you're alongside like-minded people that likes to make gold, sharing their successes, their failures, and we test out like new methods of farming, trying to find secrets, etc. whenever there's a new patch and or expansion. So that will be linked down below in the description together with the gold guide. Check it out. Appreciate you all watching, and I will see you all back in at tomorrow's video. But until then, bye-bye.